another episode of Vampires and Vitae. Again, thank you for joining us at our table. We're going to do this a little bit different today because unfortunately we can't grab Tyler as we normally would, but we're going to shove it off to Melinda to start off a little bit of a recap. I'm going to help as well.
I mean, we're going to try.
We're going to take it to what?
So our intrepid vampires wake up in a hospital and they met a new Justicar named James, who really seems to be into playing chess. Through a series of flashbacks, we saw how our vampires got away from the zoo, and we saw Rasputin doing a whole lot of things that maybe he shouldn't be able to do.
He's an interesting vampire.
He really is. They gave Anna a shotgun in the last episode. I think that was the last episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if we should have done that. Although it was the worst thing when we gave it to
Danika.
So.
Yeah, it's very true. Anyway, so we are waking up. We're still in the hospital. We're going to see how that all plays out. And who runs the hospital?
I mean, really? Should you be worried about the establishment
Right.
at this point, or
Yeah.
not?
All these things are big questions, but that's what's happening. No, that's what's up. That's what's
going
happening.
on.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, what?
Welcome
Say it
to
again.
Vampire.
Oh God, Tyler, I'm sorry, we messed that up so bad. Oh, let's get into the episode.
You see your katanas perfectly lined up in the wall. They're not just on screws. They have proper holdings that would do that. It looks like polished wood. Your fan, all of it.
Where's James?
Not in the room. Maybe it seems to you like the next day, like you fell asleep and just woke up the next day.
Am I still strapped down to the bed?
Nope, you're not strapped down anymore.
And what am I wearing?
It's a hospital gown, but you can see all of your essentials and all of your clothing and everything lined up for you.
Okay, so then I guess I will get dressed and put my katanas on my back,
Mm-hmm.
get all my gear on, and I want to go find everyone.
All right. You walk down a hallway. You see James. He's in front of a door, looking in happily. And Dae, as you wake up, you've already kind of the very similar thing to Danika.
So James,
Yeah, James is in the hallway, just like playing his chess set. Has it balanced on his knee.
all right, I'm gonna get dressed.
Yeah. Halfway through it, you hear Danika. You arrive at this point.
Hey, James, where is everybody?
He goes, I think your friend's in there.
Which one?
Dae?
Yeah, so about that.
Can I hear her?
Yeah. You hear all of this.
doesn't
James
really-
goes, okay, I'm just going to
Not the biggest
step
fan of mine.
over this way. And he
Uh-huh.
starts walking in the hall, and that leaves you and Danika and Dae together.
What's up, Day?
You're halfway dressed.
I'm going to button my pants, and I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Can I
I
attempt
mean-
to dodge it?
Yes, you can. It's dexterity and melee versus
Strength and
strength and brawl.
yeah. I really want this. In fact, I'm gonna focus.
That's gonna hurt you later.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Sixes, guys. How many?
2.
One.
Boom.
Hey, what the?
Like across the
Day?
jaw. He connects.
It is a straight jab to the
Yeah.
chin.
Oh, there you go. You're like just in your you're in your slacks, not shirt and not no shirt on, just that's what caught you off guard. He wasn't all the way done. Like his shirt was on, but it's unbuttoned. Click to the jowl.
That hurts.
That one was for Lawrence.
What the fuck? Why did you punch me in the face?
I'm getting dressed. Putting on my overcoat.
I mean,
Fuck you, Dae.
I'm ignoring her.
I'm gonna go find Anna. Maybe I'll go find Lawrence, which is probably what you should be doing.
I'm gonna punch her again.
I'm gonna dodge again.
same roll, guys. Looking for sixes. Ooh. Would you what at the same time?
Yeah, what has happened?
Yeah, right.
5.
1.
Oh, second time. This time,
This one is a.
yeah. Tell me what you do.
These ones are going in dice jail. I rolled 2 1s on each of my rolls.
Well, yeah. That's. I mean, talk about
Dice
the dice
jail.
telling the story.
Is
What do you do?
I whip around when she says that, and I just clock her right in the breastplate.
Oh,
That's from me.
sends you 3 paces back when knocked out of you. You start to remember what happened, and you can feel every inch of your katana going into the wheel plate. You don't know what's happened to Lawrence. You don't know anything else other than what you saw.
I want to take my fan
Okay.
and just throw it at the back of his head.
When I turn around,
Yeah. Just real petty, like.
Like you're giving away your grappling van?
No, actually.
That's what you
I'm going
say.
to take my shoe off and throw my shoe at the back of his head.
That's a little bit.
excuse me. What, fucking George Bush?
Wow.
Whoa.
Get a George Bush?
I don't think half of our audience even gets that reference.
I get that reference.
Like, it took a second for it
Yeah,
to land,
right?
but I
Yeah.
got
I'm
it.
here for Roman.
I was there. That's great.
Roman, that's for you.
I'm gonna let that hit me.
Yeah, it's fine. Shoe hits you.
I don't even fucking react.
You see James about to sit down and then see you get hit by a shoe and just goes, so she's here. She's fine. And he's pointing into a room. And Anna, what are you doing?
I am still in my bed, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Scrolling through Twitter.
No. Gone.
Yeah.
No, the last time that I left off, he was still in the room. The James guy was still in the room with me.
I know. That's seems like a day has passed.
A day has passed.
Whatever.
Oh my God, Anna's very confused.
Whatever's happened when he got you to say there was probably an additional day of healing that all of you needed with the best care.
Okay. Can I hear them walking about in the hallway?
Yeah. I mean, not paper thin walls, but it's a it's a hospital. It's
You guys are lucky there's no piano in here.
Ooh, Anna, where are you?
I'm in a bed.
James just points.
I'm going to run over to her.
Yeah, right. She's on a bed, a hospital bed.
Oh, wait, hang on. I have something.
Really nice room, same room that you had.
I got to do something real quick, and I'm going to run back and grab my shoe.
I have her
She
shoe.
comes. You have her shoe.
Oh, you ran so fast that you lost your shoe on your way to come and see me. That's so nice.
I'm
Yeah,
currently.
that's what happened.
That's what
I
you
have
hear.
You see me putting it in the trash.
Hey, what the fuck, dude? I'm going to take my shoe out of the trash and smack him with it.
I dodge. I'm gonna dodge it.
Ew.
Oh my
Yeah, same roll.
What is this? What is this podcast?
Hey, you've done this to yourselves.
Wait,
It's
so
punch
now
and
he would
chewy.
be dodging, so his dex and melee versus my...
It's the same. It's an attack. You're still attacking him.
Yeah.
No. Actually,
We're
you're
switched
you're
now.
absolutely right. Yeah, flip it.
So
Yeah.
what were you rolling before?
Strength and melee,
Ah, so I'll add another die.
and mine is dexterity and what?
You've
And
lost
melee.
all of these. You should win all of these.
I know that's
Hopefully
why
now with my
it-
8 dice, I will
it feels
succeed.
so good to have hit Danica twice. I'm okay with the outcome of the shoe. That's 3 successes.
I also got 3 successes.
it stops in between both of your hands, like boom, you stop, and you haven't explained to her what you're mad about, but you have that moment of like, you're in the hallway. James has gone into Anna's room to have start a conversation. She's still in bed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away from this. Fuck you, Dae. I'll put my shoe back on and walk back into Anna's room.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's what she wants to do.
I'm gonna look for Lawrence.
It's a long hallway. It seems to be the same. So as you walk past, you see Danika go into the room with James that you know now, and Anna, which you assume is in there because you've heard the voice. You see down the hall about 4 rooms as you keep on looking in for. It's a long
I'm
hallway.
just quietly opening the doors.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Nothing.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And something you do notice after the 3rd one, because you've now looked in 3, they're exactly the same. No difference, same
This place
paintings.
just reeks of Camarilla.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
Mhm.
No
And
dirt.
in none of these rooms is Vol getting his eye socket stuffed with gauze. I just want to put that out there.
Oh, do I open and see Vol?
No,
and
but
close it.
as you look as you look down the hallway, you do see Vol very much like James sitting in a chair outside a door.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder as I walk by.
As you walk by, he goes, "I think you may want to check that one."
I always liked you, Vol.
He wearing the mask, really all he can do is mouth gestures, but there's a charisma that just exceeds from the limitation that he has. You know, it's just all in slight body movements and just the lower jaw. He has no eyebrows. He has no
Yeah.
eye inflection or cheekbones. But there seems to be a genuine appreciation for you.
You respect the shadows.
Yeah. You open the door, and unlike your rooms, there is equipment in this one. A breathing tube apparatus is down Lawrence's throat. You can see not just AIV to give you blood, you can see true equipment, heart monitor, and that flick of the heartbeat. You can start almost feeling inside your own chest. He's hurt.
I'm gonna pull the chair up next to the where he's laying down
Yeah.
and take a seat and put my hand on his arm and just tell
Yeah.
him I'm sorry.
You look up and you see, you know those glow-through walls? You see what you'd look at X-rays with. You see multiple fractures, multiple places. You don't know enough about medicine to know exactly what's going on, but
Well, broken bone when I see it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just Lawrence. I'm sorry, man.
There's no response. He's just there. He's still no longer in his robes. Hospital gown.
Lawrence, if you can hear me, I'm gonna get you that Pope hat.
There's no response.
I figured. This is the Kane all over again.
Give him some of your blood.
I'm
As that comes to your mind,
my inner monologue sounds a lot like Anna.
yeah,
So weird,
A-
right? Why are you so weird?
a very tall, dressed in finery, like a cocktail bow tie, white underdone, holding a silver tray, comes in and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I was just coming to change the sheets."
It's fine.
You can see. Actually, make a perception roll for me.
Awareness, wits.
Yes, and make an awareness. Make it. You have awareness. Sorry, I don't.
I have awareness, wits, intelligence.
Make an awareness roll for me.
Yeah. Four successes.
Yeah. Spending so much time in the sewers. This is Nosferatu. He's in exceptionally nice clothes, but you can see the rotting aspects. His eyes are offset. The eyebrow is probably at the middle of the nose. The other eyebrow is high up into what the hairline should be. Just as if a wax painting had come to life in front of you. But this doesn't set you off.
Yeah,
You
I don't know
see-
Nosferatus.
And he goes, I'm so sorry.
No, please come in.
Oh, I'm just here to change the bedding. This is Mr. I believe your name is Dae?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Sir Dae.
You as well.
I'm just here to change the for Lawrence, I do believe.
Yes. Could you possibly bring in a doctor? I had some questions.
I've been a doctor for over 100 years. This facility, I'm a nurse, but I can answer most of the questions you would have. If you'd prefer, I could bring in our head Tremere. I mean, his flesh crafting answers are quite a little bit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is a strange question that nobody might have the answer to, but I was wondering if you could give him some of my blood in his transfusion.
We already have.
My blood?
Yes.
First of all, rude.
No, we've just observed it from other avenues. There's a reason that we know who you are. Before, I don't know if I'm the right one to be saying this. He's smaller, probably 4'7". But that 4'7" comes from like an extreme hunch. After looking at him now, he is disproportionate. How he makes it around to rounds at all. And this is the person that's changing the bedding for Lawrence.
You know, even in the Camarilla, they don't respect you guys, huh?
We all have a role to play. It's
okay. If you know me, you know how I feel.
I've heard a bit. And he smiles and he looks over to Lawrence. He goes, "This one will, at the top of all of our extensive abilities, will be taken care of." And there's a genuosity coming off of this individual. That is relevant in a lot of the Nosferatu that you've met.
Mm.
You know, the ones that are thrown to the side of the street, the ones that are never invited into play.
They're my favorite.
Yeah. And being a sewer dweller yourself, you feel comfortable that if there's something to be done, you feel that that's okay.
Yeah.
And he does change the cloth. You can see a little bit of smudges of red. You know, that is on his sheets.
So is
The trauma.
Is that my blood that he's getting now?
No, we're trying a different procedure currently. We thought that it would help him, but he's a bit off. He's not of human, as far as we can tell, and he's not of kindred. He seems to be stronger than a man should be, without being a Lupercal, without being a wolf, but not in the same vein. It's a oddity. And he looks at you, because I think that only you and him share.
Yeah. That's why I was asking if there's anything I can do, because we're more connected than you know.
Well, then sit
I am sitting.
and talk to him.
Okay.
He walks out of the room, checking a couple boxes.
I just start listing off names of chips.
And I'd like you to, and I would like
Salt
you
and
to,
vinegar.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
I would like you to roll a d10.
D2. Just one.
You're looking for something over a 6 to see if you see what you see.
Oh, I gotta go with my metal D10.
Ooh.
Which I left out for you.
I know. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Come on. 7.
There you go. As he walks out, oddly enough, you see him put his hand on Vol's shoulder and just continues walking. But you do pick up that detail. Girls.
Oh my God, Danica.
Anna, they just
Upside
punched
down.
me in the face twice.
Oh, what did you do?
I don't know.
No, I mean before all of this even happened. What happened?
I don't know. Did you see your dad?
Well, yes.
What was that?
I don't know. I've never.
What do you mean you don't
I've
know?
never seen him do those things before.
Is it in his books?
I don't know. I did not read them.
Oh my god, we really got to read the books.
I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
James goes, books?
Rasputin's books?
No, don't worry about it. He's a strange man.
Oh, did you meet him? This is James.
mean-
Actually, both of you have good feelings about this person.
yeah,
he succeeded.
He's like Jesse.
You, Anna, don't look at me that way. You have a good feeling towards this person.
All right, I have a good feeling
Yes,
towards
yes,
this
you do.
person.
You know,
Yes, you do.
He's a Jessica, right?
Yeah, hi. I know that it's an odd first meeting for all of us. We just needed to know. We had most of the story, but we just needed to know what was best for everybody right now.
I mean, I just want you to understand that, like, I know when I'm being manipulated a little bit. I mean, I'm a little smarter than I seem. So I just want
trust
to
me.
let you know
Actually,
that, like, I'm on to you.
He reaches into what is a large briefcase, and he hands you a folder about an inch and a half thick and goes, yeah, this is what we know about you. Of course you're smart. Hands you your folder.
Oh, I'm going to read this book.
Yeah.
Are you gonna spend 5 hours doing it?
Probably. If do you want to sit down, I'll read it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
No, actually, as you jokingly do that, you do open this and it goes to a random page, and it's something really specifically true about you. You don't have to tell the rest of the group what it is, but it definitely happened, and you thought no one knew about it. Because after he catches your eye after you read that, and he goes, "We are very happy to have you here."
You know what, though? I mean, there's times when you should tell people that you know, like, really deep and really personal things about them, and I don't know that this was the right time for you to just hand me this big folder full of all of my secrets.
I just wanted you guys all to know that I've definitely read every single word of all of these. And he hands another one to you. You're not here. But to Danica, he hands you another one of yours. And in there's a piece of knowledge you didn't even know. It was about Dante and Pops fighting through that cage. And Dante realizing that his father wasn't lost and still bringing the building down on your grandfather.
Oh my god, Anna.
No, right? Like, it's really kind of fucked up, right?
No, Anna. Look
No.
at this.
That's what I mean. Look at this, and I hand you my folder.
Yeah. Anna, you want to tell us what was in that thing that you just showed her?
What was in the folder?
Yeah, that thing that you thought no one knew, because you just showed it to her. This is what you read, Danica.
Yeah. There's so many secrets. Okay, this is a good one. It turns out that Vol... Actually, I don't know if you were there for this conversation. So, like, there's this one time, right, when I was having this little conversation with Vol, and James, you don't have to stay here for this conversation if you do not want to. I mean, it's going to be kind of personal. Although, apparently, don't know a line when you see it. So, what happened was, Vol seems
James stays.
Vol seems to think that some of the things that I remember and that I have written in my books and my journals and stuff are not the way that I remembered them. And one in particular was the day that I met Rasputin. So apparently what it is I think that I remember it right. I don't think that they think that I misremember. I mean, that would be crazy, right, for me to not remember something the way that I remember it.
I mean, did Rasputin alter your memory?
I mean, I can't see why he would, but apparently, and it's in this file, is that I don't. What I remember about the day that I met Rasputin is not only inaccurate, but it might not even have been that day.
What?
That's what I said.
Like what? Like you didn't save his life, or?
Right, and that, like, I wasn't even in that village where I remember so clearly.
Well, then how did you
The
meet
big
Rasputin?
fat lady who's like 35 came out of her house, her little hut that she had built with like a big knife, and tried to stab Rasputin.
Wait. So
And then I tried to save him, and then I did save him, and then I nursed him back to health, and then he made me into a vampire. And
so are you
apparently,
telling me that Rasputin's not your dad?
I don't. How could he not be? Have you met me?
This is true.
Have you met him?
Yes.
There's no other explanation for me to be the way that I am, right?
I mean, he raised you.
Right? So I have to be. I don't understand how I could be so wrong about something.
Rasputin's a Tremere too, right?
As far as I know, what else could he be? You've met him. You've seen what
yeah,
he can do, and we can do all of the same things.
I mean,
Except for the other day.
Can you open portals and come crashing down in a fireball?
That's what I mean. I don't know. I mean, I'm not as old as him. Maybe I will get those powers. Can you imagine me as a fireball going through the sky? It would be so great. Oh my God, we would
that
have
would
the
be
best
fun.
sleepovers,
I was
right?
gonna say.
Day is weeping.
Yeah, James goes, wow, that was a whole lot. You guys want to go? I mean, we have
hey,
Lawrence and...
where's Boris? Have we found Boris yet?
No, I know who Boris is.
Right.
Rasputin's second child,
Yeah,
correctly?
where is he?
We don't know.
See,
Oh
I told you
God.
Boris is off doing Boris things, and nobody will believe me about that either.
Also,
God.
I mean,
and he doesn't know where Jesse is. Or the
Jesse,
walking scene.
I mean, oh yes, you called him Jesse.
Van.
Van.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jesse.
Yes. You usually don't find them that far apart. I mean, if you find one, I'm not like that, but they got a friendship over enough years.
Yeah, no,
so.
we witnessed
Wait,
that,
though,
but,
like, why did you feel like you needed to qualify that? Like, I'm not like that. Like, you're better than Jesse.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
who
are.
the fuck are you?
You guys are also vampires. I deal with my side of the walking saint on a very regular basis. I just have our interest more at hand.
All right then, James. Since you know all of our personal shit, how about you tell us something about you?
Yeah,
I'm-
James, is your dad not really your dad?
No. I grew up in Wisconsin.
I knew he was
God,
boring.
yeah.
I was a young football star when football started.
Oh,
I wore the leather helmets.
Right. It just keeps getting better and better.
It's not really that entertaining of a story. I am the English Justicar on this part of the hemisphere when it comes to the islands and the larger UK provinces. This is my territory that you're in. You're currently in Elysium. We've heard all about you.
Clearly.
No one else has done anything. Tokyo still stands, by the way. I know that you guys were there.
Oh, that's good because I'm really worried about my
Yeah.
club in the Dumb David.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Right?
Actually,
Yeah.
we know about this. He's doing like 3 shows a night.
I told you he would pull it off.
They're not well reviewed.
Oh.
I still think he can pull it off.
But the costume reviews are amazing, apparently.
Right? Do you remember how he
Like,
fixed your dress? It
He
was so
did.
good.
Yeah.
That's what we know. There's still everything else around the walls have. It's as if this entity of what I guess we're calling the worm now has made a issue about the walls of Tokyo. That's where the current most fighting is.
Wait, where's Set?
What we know about Set is it's more of a that's a figurehead or an ideal of what people are calling this. This
Okay,
is
well,
furthest that we can
Let
understand
me tell
so
you,
far.
there's a big fuck off snake.
Did you know that she jumped into his throat and
Yes.
then cut the hole
You
out of him and jumped out of it?
No, we didn't know you jumped into its throat.
Oh my God.
She's a throat lozenge.
Anna, and you
we heard
killed
that
the
we
David.
we heard that you jumped out of it.
I mean, yeah, I jumped into it, then I jumped out.
But
Right,
you
I
were
mean, what else-
inside it?
Yes.
Have you met me?
No.
She was in its guts.
Well, that's... And you hear beep, beep,
Sour cream.
beep,
Cheetos.
beep. And you still see Vol standing outside. Notebook in his hand. Usually he has something in his hands. He's just sitting and watching, and it looks friendly.
I'm gonna walk over to Vol.
He sits up and slightly adjusts his masks.
All right, Vol, what aren't you telling me?
I'm not quite sure what you mean. I'm so glad that we all survived.
Yes, we're all happy to not be dead. You know that Nosferatu.
Yes. Look.
I
Have
know
you
I'm
ever-
perceptive, right?
Okay, well, as a person that travels with Rasputin, I know what I saw. What? Did you see something that isn't a normal quality of him today?
Have you met me?
I get surprised every day.
Rasputin isn't one of us. He is his own breed.
He kind of frowns. May I be frank? I mean, honestly, there's no reason to keep the secrets anymore.
Yeah, that's why I said, talk to me. I saved your life, you saved my life. It's a whole thing.
Especially because I have a feeling that you've dealt with a lot of my kind.
Yeah, I was in Vegas. I spent most of my time in the underground cities.
Well, there's a set of Nosferatu that have tried to walk the path of Cain. Find out where our true sire went. We've been searching through time for an individual that has changed things. The only person who's ever talked about it was Rasputin.
That tracks, yeah.
He wasn't just prolific in his time, he was looking to the future. Even before he became a vampire. And all of our research has led to his books, if you will.
Oh, yeah. And none of you read them.
No, we've read all of them. We've read every word. We've looked at
Let me
it.
stop you there. And I pull out a cigarette.
You look out a day, and you've joined Vol. You can hear the banter coming from down the hall. You know the girls are close friends. You survived. You shouldn't have. Looked bad.
Oh, yeah, I was convinced that that was the one.
Yeah.
That was the moment.
And you've had some moments. Can you please tell us some of those moments?
That I almost died?
Yeah. Run
Oh,
through. I'm gonna say that you have 3 of them.
Well, working backwards, from most recent to the past, would be what just happened, where I was extraordinarily fucked up and I was trying to get away from Lawrence in hopes that they wouldn't see him. I was trying to kind of like divert the attention.
Absolutely.
So I thought that I would get blasted, but at least Lawrence would be safe. When I tried to save Lawrence because he saved our lives, I almost got my soul sucked out of my body entirely,
Absolutely.
which would have been...
And then you feel that for a second, and then you see what has been replaced. Those new circuits, those new chinks in your armor. Not like a problematic piece of your armor, like new scales that surround Dae himself.
And then the first time I really came in contact with like death as a vampire, like true death, is when we technically all did die, and then Lawrence saved us in that tunnel when it exploded.
As you walk a couple steps towards your new friends, I mean, you have issues with Danica. Do you remember your sire turning you? Because you just thought about that brush with death. That was your true brush with death.
Yeah, that was
you died.
That was the very first.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. It was actually an accident. I was never supposed to be a vampire. When I had met my sire, it was at
Where were you?
I was at a bar.
State or country?
I was over
or
in Boston
there you go.
on the coast. And at that time, I was a bit of just a ruffian, kind of still a street urchin. Never really found my place in the world. And became enamored with this woman who was so out of place with this rundown bar. We started talking.
Was she the owner or?
Her name was Angelique.
Okay.
And she was just this beautiful woman with long blonde hair, fair skin, just elegant. And I didn't know at the time, but she was a vampire. So I thought I was going to get lucky.
As you do. As you take a step down that hallway, you can almost remember that boarding house that you were staying at during the time.
And
that smell of the perfume.
And then she bit me, and everything started to fade. And then I woke up, and something had changed in her. She didn't kill me.
And that's when the hallway fades back to you. You can hear the chatter of the girls.
I mean, come on, that's got to be crazy, right? It's foolish.
I know.
But seriously, like, I don't know who my dad is.
I mean, you might not know who your dad is.
Well, what are you even talking about? I don't know exactly
James
who my dad
going,
is.
maybe I should leave.
Maybe you should tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, where's the file that I can read that has all of your secrets in it?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Where is it? I want to read your file.
I want to know what clan Rasputin belongs to.
I don't know that. I don't think anyone does.
What do you belong to? Who are you? What are you?
I'm a Toreador.
Of course you are.
Yeah, he's too pretty to be anything else.
Oh,
Hey, guys.
God.
Why are we talking about Rasputin and not talking to him?
I don't know where he is.
I can bring you to him. He's actually currently in... He didn't show up in a good state.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, he wasn't exactly safe for anyone to handle. I don't think you could handle your sire. He looks right at you, Anna, if you wanted to in the first place. In a good day.
Excuse you, sir.
I
can't handle my sire.
Wait, I think you misunderstood me. I meant that I don't think one should try to handle Rasputin. You know, like, and he showed up as a beast, to be completely honest.
What, like the werewolves?
That's maybe an apt description, but just...
Yeah, Rasputin goes hard.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a lot of...
Did you get him a Nintendo? He needs to have a Nintendo.
No, actually, that's... He in a clearer moment, he asked for a Switch. We got him a Switch.
Do you see? He's fine.
Yeah. No, he's been
Give
okay.
him Mario Kart.
That's what he's playing.
And don't touch his Princess Peach. That will set him off.
Maybe tell him that you read his books.
I don't know that reference. We have read all of his books.
Did you tell him that?
He's very aware that we are currently researching.
So then what could be wrong with him?
And there's a moment that now all three of you are looking at him and you have that realization that you have told him everything that happened. And as that happens, that realization sets in. You can see you can see it live from your perspective. That memory comes back. You, Danica, watching him waltz with this woman with no feet and this giant dog that came out and just destroyed things. And it was like he was playing her like an instrument to bring back a level of carnage. And you can see him taking all of those bullets and that red cape that almost appeared to be behind him. And not a flinch, just always a step forward, Dae. You can see Anna. The speed that he ran from each individual and still had time with you and enjoyed you and had a moment to have a little bit of reverie with. It had a moment of enjoyment. Like you've never seen him. He's never allowed you to be in something dangerous. He respects you enough to leave you be. You were good. You were fine. The only thing that made you pass out was him. It was an embracing hug.
Wait, did he knock me out with a hug? James.
James stands back and goes, what do you mean?
You know my question. You heard me. I know that you did.
Yeah, how did we get here?
Rasputin brought you here?
What,
I
each of
thought
us
I just-
individually?
I thought I just passed out. I'll be completely honest.
Well, I mean, like, after he did what he did, he called us in. We transported you back to the castle. You guys are underneath his current standing. He has great standing in England. He did a lot of things, pretty much stopped the bombings, if you want to be honest, if we go back through history. But he has a lot of markers to call in. You guys are his group, and to be honest, at this point, what we've watched through what little satellite images we have left, you guys have been the thing to do anything to fight this mess.
Oh my god. Guys, where are the rest of those antenna things that we were supposed to put up for the werewolves?
Oh, we have them. We found them.
Did we get them put up?
No, actually,
I got the birdhouse.
we have
Oh,
one.
you did?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. And you
And again, James, I'm sorry, but like, we're not surprised by any of this, right? The Camarilla has never really been a hands-on,
That's true.
efficient machine.
I would agree with
Talk
you.
about being in the fucking
That's-
shadows.
I mean, he's not, he is, but he's not the Camarilla.
I'm something that's above the Camarilla.
Oh no, I wasn't
I'm,
talking to you. I was just saying, like, I'm sorry if this offends you, but like, fuck the Camarilla.
No, when you get brought up to my kind of station, what you have to do is be able to kill a prince.
But like, it's got to be annoying, right? Like, you
Yeah, ACAP, right? All Camarilla are bastards.
I mean, honestly, if this was a different part of the world, if this is a different timeline, I would vote for all three of you to be a Justicar. This is what you're doing is what vampires should do.
But there's only 4 of you.
That's if the next 3 of the 4 were you guys, I think I really do think the world.
So
would be
where
a
are
better
the other
place.
2, 3? Where are the other 3?
I know
No, you
one's
too.
here.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah, well, we don't know where he is, though.
yeah.
no, I mean, but he's hard to kill. Honestly,
Yeah, I don't think you could take down Jesse.
no, he taught me. I was his, and from what we could see from the feeds, and he looks right at you, Danica, it's like looked like you were being groomed.
So what, does he have a thing for Toreadors?
Yes, he's a Toreador teacher. That's one of the 4.
Well, I don't think you have a teacher for whatever I am now.
He looks over to you, and it's like, I've already smelt you. I haven't.
You smelled him? Oh my god.
Well, you know, James, whoever smelt it dealt it.
Right?
I
mean,
don't
Who
apologize.
knows
I'm-
what he was
I'm
doing when we were
not-
all tied down,
I
right?
know. He could have been just sitting in there smelling us.
Wait, you were tied down to your bed, right?
What?
No,
No.
only you.
What? Why?
Because you're
have you-
batshit crazy,
Yeah, have you
Danica.
Oh, and you're
seen
not,
the things
Dave?
you've done?
I wasn't tied down.
That like he goes honestly, like he opened up his phone and he picks up a video, like scrolls through some stuff and picks up a video, and it's a camera feed from the sewer of Vegas of you like splitting yourself out of the back of the snake.
Oh, but you didn't see me jump into the mouth?
That we didn't have a camera there. We knew that you jumped out of a snake.
Whatever.
Yeah, you just missed the coolest part.
Well, now I'm offended I wasn't tied down.
No, we saw this too, and he like throws it back there. It's an outside shot of the stadium, and like your hand coming up, and Lawrence pulling you out of the thing. It's
So
like
you knew that we needed help the whole time, and yet once again...
What have I been saying since
he goes,
the
oh,
beginning?
how about this? And he scrolls through. It's video feed from the anti-aircraft that would have been going into the general. Like that's like boom, 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 boom of like shooting your plane down.
You just see me in the distance, a
No.
silhouette on a dog.
Wait, did you see us in
Absolutely.
Tokyo?
There's nothing we could do. There's no.
No.
They
So-
shut down our greater communication. From like that's the first thing they did. They destroyed Vegas. I saw that. I saw this. We all saw this in live TV.
Well, we
This-
have had Jesse.
guys were the
with
first.
Us. We've had Jesse with us the whole time.
Oh, I'm aware.
Right.
We're all four of us are aware. The other two have gone dark. I have no idea what they are. But Jesse's been alive this whole time. We've been watching you this whole time. That's the feed that we have. We've
Oh
been
my
concentrating every piece of energy, all our power to connect what you guys have been doing.
What a bunch of perverts.
Oh my god.
So
Honestly.
creepy.
Do you have cameras in my place?
He flips 3 times through his phone, shows you.
No. How?
It's just the acid episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
real heroes of the
It's
world.
It's just Danica doing Icky Snow Angels in the pile of clothes.
It's no. This is if we need to know,
Yeah.
it's worth knowing.
Yeah, well, you need to stop knowing and you need to start doing.
That's why we're here now.
Can you just take us to Rasputin, please?
And if I see the prince, I'm kicking his ass.
I hope
you
we
keep
never
me
see that
away
man.
from that man.
And you know what? If you take us past Jesse, we're not going to be too mad about that either.
No, I'm cool with Jesse.
Right?
They don't know where Jesse is.
You don't know where Jesse is.
No, you mean the Prince of Vegas, right?
If you want to call him that. I call him the vampire formerly known as a prince.
He gave us jetpacks once.
He goes, I'll tell you what. I'll take you to the Prince.
What did I
We
just
don't
say?
want to see him. If I never see him again in my life, it will be too soon.
And we live forever. Why? Just explain to me, Jimothy.
Jimothy.
Why,
My name is James.
Jameson?
He goes, bro.
Why?
I mean,
Bro? Did you just call him bro? Are you guys going to start fist bumping next?
Oh God,
God.
Lawrence is gonna be jealous.
Oh.
why would we
there's
want
no-
to see the prince?
Because he's been an inspiration for the last 4 days.
Right.
An inspiration.
I'm sorry, she jumped out of a god. I turned into a new kind of entity. Rasputin saved us. I haven't seen the prince do anything except fucking sleep and run.
And take all of my rooms on all of my planes and my helicopters.
And Lawrence became the time pope.
You know what? I wish I was an inspiration.
I tell you what, follow me.
But
No, it's okay. We're just gonna go in a straight line. Everyone's Vol, you want to come? Vol's, yeah.
James, I know you're a Jessica, but I will kick your ass if we don't go straight to Rasputin.
she ain't that strong, trust me.
Yeah. All right.
Do you want to go, Day?
I think we just did.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I
Okay,
like
okay.
me.
Okay, you do like, well, this is a little bit bigger than our grievances with each other. We need to figure out what the heck is going on in here.
I let Day punch me twice, and now he thinks he's a big shot.
Oh, I swear to God.
Oh, I swear to God.
Fuck you, Day.
All right, you know what? Yeah, fine. Let's go see the prince. Let's go see what he's up to.
Not really excited about it either, but maybe we'll get more jetpacks.
Or laugh.
Or laugh.
As
Maybe
you
you'll get
guys
to punch him in the face too.
Well, there's the thing.
as you guys are walking, as you're having this conversation, you're going through a hospital ward first. It ends in a elevator, a normal square, pristine polished silver. I mean,
this is a lot
polished.
nicer.
Not
you know,
silver,
I mean, like,
but
Stainless steel.
aluminum. Yeah, stainless steel.
We
whole-
all die.
I mean, like,
There's a trap.
We all break out the knives and swell up.
This is a
Lawrence
lot nicer
dies.
than the last hospital
Yeah.
we were in.
This is just part of a wing. You guys.
The other helicopter, the other hospital had its terms.
The
Oh, God.
elevator opens up, and it is so posh. It does not look like a hospital wing elevator. It's not pristinely just metal. This is deep carpets. You can feel it as you step in. Your feet sink a good quarter inch.
You know,
Who
Anna,
would
I
put
gotta.
carpet in a hospital
So
elevator?
nice.
You
So
know-
comfy. Oh,
That's not
I
right,
don't-
though.
No, Anna, I think you should redecorate this whole place.
Oh my
Me?
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you mean like my place?
Your place,
There,
fantastic.
instead of single mirrors like
They don't have
usually
red.
do the elevator like signal, there's like 45 on your left small wall, 100 tiny mirrors on the back, another 45 on the right.
We see nothing because we're vampires.
Well, that's not true.
I know.
None of you are Nosferatu, so all of you see your reflections.
I look like shit right now.
Yeah.
When did I
No,
get
actually, you guys look great. You've
I look
had
great
like
right now.
Yeah, you
Aside
You
from
see
the
me?
aside from the blood on your chin, yeah.
this is the first like bed rest you've
Oh,
had.
from you breaking your hand?
Yeah, right.
I look at my hand.
It's a little chipped up. It's not perfect.
Worth it.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, like
That was your one day.
I mean,
Those two.
that was for your 2 day. You're not getting a third one.
but I mean, to be honest, since this has happened, this is definitely the most rest and blood and like coddling you guys have had. Yes, you've been passed out for all of it, but you are back to 100%.
So, James, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You guys have had all these resources, and you've been watching us, and you're letting us live underground, very close to werewolves with no blood.
We don't
No
exactly
protection.
have a great relationships with
You could have reached out to us.
Werewolves?
Did you not see when
Right.
Anna ate a child?
Apparently, there are cameras in my place. They
Or,
could have
like-
known,
Yeah, or like the beach ball rats. What the fuck's up with that?
right? Do you know about the beach ball rats?
Or Pentax.
Yeah, Pentax is a little bit of thorn in the side right now. We've known about them for a while. We just didn't.
What about the weird
We didn't think there'd be so
umbilical
much.
cord wasps?
Okay,
How
so
long is this elevator?
all right.
Is there anything else that we want to ask this guy?
Oh wow!
Was there anything else we
Oh
want to
my
ask this guy?
God.
Do we want to ask him about Santa
just-
Claus?
It's either really slow or we're going really
Jesus
far.
Christ. Ding, ding, ding,
Holy
ding,
shit.
ding, ding. Oh, did I just get Gossip Girl? Honestly.
So great.
Oh wow.
Oh,
And so-
Ding. You come down and all of you make a perception check.
Awareness.
Yes, all of you make an awareness check.
Three.
2.
4 and 1 was a 10. Dude, I am awake right now. Day
You
is
really are.
Day is just wide-eyed.
So the
No, not that again.
the elevator
We need
doors.
to video record
Yeah,
these
right.
sessions.
I know. True story. If you'd like to join a Patreon, so the elevator's
my
door
favor.
open, and you instantly look out and have a fraction of a second of fleeing, but then you realize that you've never seen more perfect TVs put into a dome ever in your entire life. It is a sunrise that is so far from perceptionally not TV screens.
My hand twitches. I want
Yeah,
to
right.
go to
The
the machine
heat
so bad right
in,
now.
in the exact right place where you are, you can feel the heat where the sun should be hitting you. And you see an open beach with a pool, not a wave pool, just an actual pool in the middle of it. But it all just sinks down to the center. The sand goes into it. There's sand at the bottom of the pool.
Who is in the middle of this pool? I swear to God, if it's the prince.
No, there's a
Okay.
bunch. There's a bunch of people just
Okay.
relaxing. You don't hear any. Actually, make another perception.
Oh,
Awareness.
Make another awareness roll.
That's 1.
All right.
I'm just taken aback by the
Yeah.
sun.
They're pretty. They're good looking.
Huh.
You know, you have men, women mixed. They have a volleyball going. You know that the sunrise is all video,
Yeah.
but they're acting like it's not.
Anna,
you
under my
were-
breath, I just go, I fucking hate the camera.
Yeah, right. You definitely know it's there. What was yours?
So
3.
4, or do you want me to roll again?
No. What was
3.
it? 3. You wince back. It looks too real. You look on the sides and you can see wires on the very edges because you do magic shows.
Mm.
You're looking for the faults. But when you see this ridiculous thing that they built, it is almost flawless, especially taking in this group of people that are playing beach. I mean, like little blow volleyballs around them. Oof, something crazy. Would you roll?
A 2. I scream.
Yeah.
Ah!
You think it's sun.
The sun!
And you see Dae and Danika as prophets walk into the sun. You are-
Anna.
Yes. Yes. Dae and Anna walk into the sun.
No, Anna, be careful.
I'm like trying not to laugh.
What do you mean be careful? It's fine.
It's
What?
not
It's the
real.
sun.
It's so obviously fake.
What?
You can feel the heat coming where it would be.
It's so hot. I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die. I hate the Camarilla.
I do too, but this is literally. I worry about
I
you.
dead?
I worry about you. I
I've
truly
got
do.
like both my eyes closed and I'm like squinting one open. Like, am I
fine.
dying? Am I
You are
smoking?
you
Am I
are
on
not.
fire?
You're
I feel like I'm on fire. Flames.
Okay. I want you to
Flames
listen.
on the side
Listen.
of my
No,
face.
listen. Take my hand. Take my hand.
So you've walked back to the elevator at
I'm
this
like,
point.
take my hand. You're fine.
All-
I'm going to take care of
And
you.
as from your perspective, the
It's the lava
only
pits all over again.
there's like a black wall as Rasputin's inner sanctums that he has all over the place. This is similarly just the entire room is just computer screens, but one single black door that this is the elevator that you're being dragged out of.
Oh fuck! I left my cigarettes upstairs.
Oh, it's okay. I have some.
No, you don't.
This is happening on the
I reach
grass
into
in front
Dave's
of the.
left pocket
Yeah.
and try and pull his cigarettes out and produce them in front of his
I
face.
smack you.
I don't know what that contested role would be. So, are you trying to do this before he smacks you, or are you going to smack her because she's doing this?
Because she's touching me.
Okay, so
Stop!
I was just trying to help.
Don't touch me.
Fine.
what you guys are both going to do is take up one d10, and you're going to do a brother and sister roll, and whoever's the highest one won.
Nah, I got a 3.
I got an 8.
Danica, how would you like to produce this brother and sister moment?
So Dave's in front of me because I'm stupid and I think the sun is real.
Yes, but you're the big sister in this world.
And I'm just gonna reach my hand into his pocket, like feel around for a loose cigarette.
You find one.
Here you go.
I walk away. I walk into the sun.
That happens. But at this point, Day is no deity. You know this. There must be. You've already
I
put
look
your
at the
hand
cigarette and I look at the sun.
up. Okay.
Anna, do you have a lighter?
Of course I do.
She's far away.
I
Aren't
hear it
you?
and I throw it back.
Oh.
I got you, girl.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
worry about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, right. It skids in front of the elevator in front of you in the sunlight.
Okay, I light my cigarette and I start walking.
All right, so you put your hand out, grab the lighter. Your hand doesn't catch on fire. You
It was
stand up.
PCP. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, all the vampires are having a great time. James is waiting by another set of doors.
I'm walking to James.
Yeah,
Why does it tell me
Anna's
something?
playing volleyball.
Why does it tell me you get a kick out of not telling people what's on this floor?
Just what's always been on this floor. It's not a
Yeah, but
secret.
You get a kick out of when people don't know.
Dude, I almost died.
It's pretty good though, right?
Yeah, it's great. Honestly,
I
it's a
mean-
little fake. It's a little like it's a kind of like an Epcot thing.
I mean,
But, like,
wires are
if
showing.
if you're dumb, yeah.
So I once.
I almost died.
I mean, no, you didn't. So I once put a coffin. I paid a lot of money for this. I got like a sunproof coffin with a little window so I could watch it. I mean, it was really uncomfortable. But this is... I couldn't see it because the tinting on the window is just... You don't really see it anymore. And also, by the inch it climbs, the more uncomfortable you become. But this gives an idea, something close to what we used to see.
So we both almost died.
We both just sigh.
Yeah, all right. James goes, sorry.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to get, by the way, it's not going to get better. Like, they kind of went off the rails here.
All right, pretty boy, let's go.
Nods. All right. Ding. Another elevator door opens.
So I have more questions. How long is this elevator ride?
We can't be going much farther down, I would assume.
This one goes sideways.
Right. Get your Willy Wonka bullshit Camarilla. I'm gonna look for the red button. Smash my way out of here.
Oh no, what's the matter?
It's not far.
Okay, look, we're here.
Yeah, ding.
It just goes one floor.
One floor.
over.
Yeah, it's just
The
one
next
floor.
room, instead
It's
of
just
having a
one.
door.
It's the same room.
It's just one floor. We're thinking about apartments
Oh God.
all the way across.
We're going to put condos here.
Floor to ceiling windows. It's gonna be great on
You know
the
the
east
world's
side.
ending out there, right?
He goes, I know. Everyone back in. Ding. Goes down one.
Oh my God.
It opens.
I'm just going to punch a hole through the floor next time.
I can almost respect how kind of mean that was, James.
After you guys have traveled all the way down, yeah, you notice that the next floor is the lobby.
Cool.
Door opens, and you see the true wonderment of Elysium.
The True Wonder of Elysium. Yep, that's what we're going to call it for this week, but we'll be back next week with another episode of Vampires and Vitae. Actually, this week is a pretty special week because tomorrow is Halloween, and tomorrow we will be dropping a Halloween episode which features a couple of guest players. We will have Christine joining us from Wizards and Wine and Zach joining us from the DM Zach Show. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope you dig it. We hope you come back for it tomorrow. And a couple of other things. Make sure you're following us on social media. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook. And we are on Reddit. And we have just started a YouTube channel. And we're working on getting all of our back catalog posted to YouTube. So it would help us out tremendously if you could give us a little subscribe and make sure you press the bell, I guess, so you can get notifications and stuff. And if you dig Vampires and Vitae, pass us on to a couple of your friends so they can pass it on to a couple of their friends, and so on and so on. Until next week, guys, remember, take a big bite out of life.